Hello, welcome to another episode of the You Only Live Once Life and Business Innovation Style Meditations, Family Conversations. I'm Hani, bringing you another amazing session so that you know how to live youngly in your body and be energetically aligned on a quantum level and on a personal level so that you can feel amazing doing what you want. All right, so today we have 3 minutes to talk about what is happening in your energy and how you can figure out if you're energetically misaligned. All right, so the first thing, and the reason I wanted to talk about this is because everyone keeps telling me, Honey, can you just like tell me this in layman's terms and not use all these big concepts and words? And I'm like, okay, I need to make this into something that's relatable. So hopefully this can get you more understanding like where some of these blockages are and if you have them too. So I'm going to talk about energy misalignment in relationships, finances, health, and spirit and self-love. These are the 4 categories that I feel is easy for us to relate to and see if we are misaligned in any of those parts. And the chances are that we might be. And then if you are, then you just got to align the energy. All right. So misalignment in relationships looks like this. I'm just going to jump straight in. The biggest challenge is when what you say, what you feel, and what you do and experience is mismatching. That's when you know that something is not connected and the energy is not flowing through. Like what your heart wants to say and what comes out of your mouth, like in the middle of a fight, right? Like it just goes and then explodes, and it's not actually the need. You're not communicating your need, or you're not communicating what's inside that really wants to come through, and it's not showing up in a way that is authentic or what you actually mean. That's when it's mismatched and misaligned. Triggers rise and automatic behaviors take over, and you might just go into a spiral of different behavior. And despite loving the person, right, especially with our loved ones, like if you really, 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 really love them, and you also have this, which is totally normal, there's an energetic misalignment there. Okay, so that's one in the relationship. Now, in finances, what does it mean to be misaligned financially to your energy, or having misalignment in energy and finances? So if you're feeling really, really insecure about your finances, scarcity, right? Like you feel like you gotta have more, keep more, and in this feeling of constant, just like I'm gonna lose it, that desperation feeling, or feeling that you can never be happy and wealthy on your own terms, being who you are and being happy. You feel like you need to sacrifice something in order to have what you want, which is a very, very common, I would say like 80% of people feel that way, right? And it just means that there's some limitation that does not allow your energy to expand. And there's a misalignment there because you can't actually feel abundant, and you can't actually feel fulfilled and also create the abundance that you're looking to. So how, if your motivation is not there, if you're procrastinating, if you're no longer energized and excited about what you're doing, or even feeling aligned to your purpose while doing what you're doing for finances, there's an energetic misalignment there. And it's something that you just got to be really honest with yourself. And it doesn't mean that you have to fix it right now. It's something that you just got to have awareness for. You can always choose what you want to do with that, right? So just be honest. And then if your spending doesn't reflect on your values, let's say you really want to change your life and you really want to do something different, but yet, when you're looking at your spending and your expenses, you're spending a lot of money on, food, or a lot of money on your disposable income on bags or different things that don't actually match the values of what you say you want to change. And if there's a mismatch in what you want versus how you spend your money, and it doesn't reflect on your values, then that also in the values of where you want to grow, where you want to see progress, and where you believe you would like to be, it also shows misalignment there. Now in health, all right, just have to wrap this up. In health, it means that you feel dejected in your body, the pain is overpowering you, disconnection in your body, and you feel defeat. And a lot of people feel that they are unreliable in terms of helping themselves feel better, and that there's a disconnection. Like you're feeling like your pain is overpowering you. There's a disconnection of whether or not you can ever solve the issues, like maybe in your neck or in your body somewhere in pain. And a lot of times that means that there's something misaligned energetically in your cells, in the way that you communicate with your body, or maybe in the way that you relate to your illness, right? If you're having some illness. And oftentimes this shows up as discouragement of hope and feeling of, the unknown, not knowing if this ever going to be solved. And so there's some misalignment there, and the blockages are there for you to uncover and resolve. And so there's misalignment, and that shows there's energetic misalignment. Now, in spirit and self-love, from a perspective of energy misalignment, you might have unreliable relationship with yourself and not being able to trust yourself to always be there for you, no matter what kind of thoughts you might have, and not being able to be there for yourself with open loving arms, and not believing in your spirit, believing that your inner self has a say, and never listening to yourself, or not listening to yourself, right? Allowing your mind to dictate and bully you instead of listening to your inner heart and inner voice. So these blocks can live on many different levels, and when you tune into them on an energetic level, you'll be able to remove them one at a time. Our Matrix program actually removes 300 of them in 2 hours, so that's something you might want to consider if you want to remove some of these energetic blocks. And also the coaching removes the blocks layer by layer as it shows up in our coaching, and also we're quite efficient at it, so just bulldoze through it, or gently or boldly as you wish. And so when we work on the energy level, we support the natural flow of things, where confidence and peace is a natural byproduct, so that it shows up and it's more natural. All right, so these are 4 reasons and 4 places in which you can find energetic blockages, and maybe you have some, maybe you don't. Let me know what you think. I'll talk to you soon. Mwah. See you later.